Hey guys, today's video is about Elixir Protocol. So let's try to understand what Elixir Protocol does. So Elixir Protocol helps improving and bootstrapping liquidity to existing and new order book exchanges. So let me take an example for it, right? So let's say I'm trying to launch my own order book exchange, then I will not have liquidity since the day one, right? So I have to go to a centralized market maker and ask him to provide me the liquidity, and in return I have to pay him a lot of fee, right? So instead of doing that, I can list my pool, okay, either it could be a perpetual pool or a spot pool on the Elixir protocol, and people like you and me, the common people, can provide liquidity to my pools, okay? So yeah, rather than taking help of centralized market maker, I'm taking help of multiple people to support the liquidity on my exchange. And why should these people give me their liquidity? Give me the USDC or Ethereum as liquidity. I will also be providing these people who provide me liquidity, right, with my native token. So let's say, in the Elixir right now, if you provide liquidity to Vertex gives you their native token, because you're providing liquidity to Vertex, right? So yeah, it is beneficial for both people and as well as the exchange as well, because rather than paying a lot to the centralized market maker, I'm paying very less to the people who are giving me liquidity. Okay, so I hope that does make sense. So yeah, the Elixir is like a marketplace where exchanges can come and list their pools, and exchanges will offer a certain incentive to people who provide liquidity to those pools. Okay, let's say there's a hot meme coin in the market, right? Then I can quickly list on my exchange and open a pool on Elixir with a very high APY, and it will encourage people to provide liquidity to that pool as well. So these hot meme coins will also start having higher liquidity going forward. So it's a great use case what Elixir is trying to solve. So yeah, so let's see what all exchanges are in the Elixir ecosystem, right? So right now Elixir, Vertex, Rabbitex and Bluefin are supported by Elixir. Like these pools are taking liquidity from Elixir, but in future we can also see that Hyperliquid and DYDX are also coming. Okay, these are pretty big names in terms of decentralized order book exchanges, and they taking support from Elixir increases the confidence on Elixir. Okay, yeah. So the exchanges who are taking help of Elixir are pretty good. Okay, they're great. Yeah. So let's also try to let's see, like the volumes are kind of increasing, and the cumulative volume obviously goes high, but yeah, it's going at a pretty rapid pace, right? So it has kind of doubled since last 1 month approximately. Pretty good, right? And you can see the activity and all. So let's see the network here. Yeah. So if you see here, right, the exchanges which it is currently supporting, Vertex, Bluefin and Rabbitex, more than 50% of liquidity on all these exchanges is coming from Elixir. Okay, this is pretty good, right? And you can also see the volumes, like Vertex is generating the highest, volume using the Elixir's liquidity, and Bluefin next, and the Rabbitex is also there. Yeah. So the volume right now is just 1 billion. It's good volume, but as as you start getting into the bull market phase, right, I guess you would be making these volumes in every day. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty undervalued right now. All these decentralized derivative exchanges, right, I feel they are pretty undervalued right now. The tokens are also dumping a lot, but yeah, let's see when the bull market comes back, how will they perform, because they'll be generating a lot of volume, right? And whosoever has the good tokenomics will benefit a great deal there. Yeah. Now coming back to the Elixir protocol, right? So how can you support Elixir protocol? Like how can you provide liquidity on Elixir protocol? So to provide liquidity on Elixir protocol, you can head over to the Apothecary page. So here, let me just disconnect my Ethereum. So yeah, you need to connect your wallet first. Okay, so let me connect my Ethereum wallet here. So yeah, you have to verify your wallet to make sure that it's yours. Yeah. So yeah, so I've connected my wallet to this page. Now once you've connected your wallet, right, Ethereum wallet, you can also connect your Sui wallet. If you're on Sui, please make sure you're connecting your Sui wallet, okay, before adding your socials. After adding socials, it is not accepting to connect, right? So let's connect all the wallets that you have before itself. So connect your Sui wallet as well, and then once you've connected your wallets, Also connect your Twitter, just log into your Twitter and authorize the app, follow them on Twitter as well, and also join their Discord community. Okay, here, like, just log into the Discord here and you should be good to go. So once all of these are done, right, you will have so you would you're good to provide liquidity now. Okay, yeah. So there are two ways of providing liquidity to Elixir. One way is by minting the Elixir ETH. The other way is providing the USDC to these exchanges. Okay. So which one is, both of them have advantages and disadvantages. So let's try to understand ELX ETH first. So let's say you're trying to deposit ELX ETH, right? The minimum you have to deposit is $100 of Ethereum. Okay, it's both the both are just $100. Okay, even though you're providing USDC also, you should provide $100 of liquidity. Okay, and Ethereum also, it's $100. Coming to the advantages, if you provide Ethereum, right, $100 of Ethereum, you will get 50% boost on the portions. Okay, so yeah, by providing liquidity, you are accumulating portions and you're also earning yield from the native exchanges. Okay, you're getting two things. Okay, and these portions tomorrow will get converted into Elixir airdrop. Okay, I mean, that's a thought. Okay, yeah, they would obviously do the airdrop. It does not make sense if they don't do, right? So yeah, so you can provide Ethereum and you will be minting the ELX ETH in return to your Ethereum. It's one-to-one backed. So let's say you provide one Ethereum, right? You will be minting one ELX ETH. Okay, yeah. Now what the advantage is, you're going to get 50% boost on the portions that you will receive. Okay, the disadvantage here is you will be logged until the mainnet is launched. Okay, mainnet is going to launch sometime at the end of August or at the start of September. Okay, so until then your Ethereum is logged. Okay, you can't you can't bring it back to normal ETH. Okay, so yeah, so if you have just Ethereum lying around and you do not plan to sell it anytime soon, then it's okay to provide liquidity, as ELX ETH. Okay, so that's one way. And the other way is, also one thing to note here, right, is your Ethereum is one-to-one backed until the mainnet. But once mainnet is launched, the ELX ETH is going to be used as, liquidity across multiple Ethereum pairs across multiple exchanges. Okay, so there is a chance of impermanent loss in your Ethereum as well. So ELX ETH to Ethereum is one-to-one backing, but your Ethereum, your ELX ETH can get decreased to 0. Let's say you provide one Ethereum, right? It can fluctuate anywhere between 0.96 or 0.95 to 1.04 or 1.05. You never know, based on this impermanent loss. Okay, yeah. So it's subject to impermanent loss as well, but after mainnet only. Okay, so you can just provide Ethereum right now, and you can withdraw it right after the mainnet to avoid it if you want to. Okay, yeah. So that's the first way of providing liquidity. The second way is using the USDC. Okay, you can provide USDC directly to these exchanges. Okay, I've just opened this in the new tab. So here. So as you can see, you can provide on different networks. Okay, you can provide on Sui, Arbitrum, and also Ethereum. Okay, on Ethereum it is RabbitX. Okay, yeah, and on Arbitrum it is Vertex, and on Sui it is Bluefin. Okay, so which one is good to provide, right? So it depends on your risk strategy. If you're pretty familiar with Sui, I would say it is okay to provide on Sui. It is good to provide on Sui actually, because you are not only getting portions for your for the Elixir, you're also being qualified for one more airdrop, which is Bluefin. Okay, so you're gonna get Bluefin points as well. Okay, Bluefin is a premium exchange on Sui right now. Okay, it's one of the biggest decentralized exchange on Sui. So yeah, I think these Bluefin points also will be worth a little bit. So it's okay to provide liquidity on Sui. How to provide? You just have to click on the supply. I need to connect to my wallet. Okay, so let me just let me connect to my Sui wallet. Okay, so once that I've connected to my Sui wallet, I can supply, if I have USDC on my Sui wallet, then I can just click on 100 USDC and you can supply it to that pool. Yeah, remember that this USDC that you're supplying is like it can have impermanent loss. Okay, so let's say the market is going down, right? So it's going to have impermanent loss. It's not like if you provide 100 USDC, it's always going to be 100 USDC. It can go $1-2 down or $1-2 up. Okay, maybe even more. Okay, it depends on your risk. So let's say you're trying to provide liquidity to a very risky pair. Okay, then the value might go more down. Okay, Yeah. So you can provide liquidity on SUI as well. So here, if you can see, I provided liquidity already on some pools. Okay, my portions I can see. So I've provided liquidity to these 4 pools. Okay, because they are giving me higher APY, and I would also earn more bluefin points using those pools, right? Yeah. So I've provided them. I've provided liquidity to the higher APY pools. Okay, that's my risk. Okay, so if you want to go for less risky things, then you can provide liquidity to this ETH USDC pool. Okay, not just that. Okay, you can also provide liquidity on the Arbitrum chain to Vertex. Okay, let's say you're not familiar with SUI, then provide liquidity on Arbitrum is also fine. Okay, as you can see, let us provide liquidity on the perpetual places only. The APY is pretty less. On SUI it is pretty good. On here it is very less. The APY is less, as you can see, for the major major pools. But the APY goes higher on the pools that are recently listed. Okay, these all pools got recently listed, so the APY is pretty high there. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can provide liquidity here also, the places where the APY is high. Yeah, but make sure, but remember this thing, that they are subject to impermanent loss, just like Uniswap B2 liquidity. Okay, just try to understand how liquidity works, and take up that risk. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can provide Ethereum or USDC. Right now, as the market is little choppy, right? So I've provided a lot in USDC actually. Okay, rather than Ethereum, I've provided a lot of USDC as the market is choppy. And if you provide USDC, right, you can withdraw your money anytime you want. Okay, so you can withdraw it anytime you want, and you can get back into market if you feel the market is back. Yeah, so that's why I've provided a lot, most of my liquidity as USDC. Cool. So right now you can see the Elixir is supporting 3, right? But in future, Elixir is going to support DYDX, Hyperliquid, Apex, and also these are the things that it's going to support. As you can see, they have very high total value logged as well. Okay, so yeah, so these markets are also going to come in near future. Yeah, I would say it's not a bad idea to accumulate RabbitX and Vertex also. Okay, because if you provide your liquidity, right, you're going to get Vertex and RabbitX also. Okay, and if you see, the coin prices are pretty down from their all-time highs. Okay, it's not a financial advice, and we never know whether they will go back to their old prices or not. But they are kind of $83 million for RabbitX. For me, looks pretty undervalued. So if you can freely accumulate those tokens by providing liquidity, as part of farming some other project, if you're accumulating those coins as well, like, I'll not say no, right? So yeah, I'm accumulating some Vertex by providing liquidity on Vertex, and also I'm accumulating the bluefin points by providing liquidity on SUI. Okay, I hope that does make sense. Yeah, so USDC and all you can bring from Binance. Okay, like if you have money on Binance, then you can bring from Binance, deposit onto your Ethereum exchanges, or you can also deposit onto your so from Binance you can deposit you can withdraw it from Binance and put it in your Ethereum wallet. If you're working with SUI, then native USDC withdraw is not supported yet on SUI. So what you should do is you should buy some SUI on Binance and withdraw it to your SUI wallet, and then come to an exchange called hop.ag. Okay, this is a recently released DEX aggregator on SUI. It is pretty neat UI and fast also. So yeah, put 100 SUI and whatever, like minimum of 100 USDC, right? So withdraw a decent amount of SUI from your Binance and swap it to USDC, and then you can provide liquidity using that USDC. Okay, cool. Also one more update on Elixir, right? So Elixir is going to launch their Pendle market soon. Okay, so there was an announcement on the Twitter. Okay, make sure you're following the Twitter also, right? So they're going to launch their Pendle market soon, so you will see an Elixir Pendle market on Ethereum, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I think, let's say you just have $100 or $200 and you want to farm Elixir, right? Elixir portions, then it's not a bad idea to wait till the Pendle pool is launched, and maybe ape into the YT part of the Elixir. Okay, as from the mainnet, there's approximately 95 days left from the point of recording. Okay, so I think it is not a bad idea to ape into YT when the mainnet is such far away, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in case if you have less money but you want to earn more points, then YT is a way to go. Okay, but if you have decent enough money, then you can provide liquidity and get good amount of potions. Okay, right now on the whales market, the potion value is approximately $5 right now. Okay, yeah. So I think providing $2,000 of liquidity to $2,000 to $3,000 of liquidity gives you one potion per day. Okay, so it looks little undervalued. The potion value looks little less, but you never know. Okay, these are just estimates. The whales market is just an estimate. By the time of the token launch, we'll have to see how much they'll be giving. Sometimes if you take an example of EtherFi, right, they've kept the minimum the launch value like 175 EtherFi for everyone. Okay, so if Elixir also does something like that, then the minimum value will be pretty high. Okay, so yeah, it's good to participate in the Elixir airdrop. Okay, yeah, cool. So I think I hope I've covered everything. I will also be leaving link of my Elixir I'll be leaving my Elixir referral link in the description. I would appreciate if you please use my Elixir link, right? It will help me also, and yeah, to make more videos like this. Yeah, and none of this information is financial advice, guys. Make sure you're doing all your research before investing money, and there's always a chance of smart contract risk, right? So the Elixir, maybe some smart contract might be hacked or something like that, and you could lose all your money as well. Okay, so yeah, so let's be careful and do your own research and invest. Okay, thanks everyone. Yeah.